We are here for those who are not afraid to see eye to eye with philosophy when trying to understand the world. This is where World Peace TV, the Bookworm, begins. Today we will tell you about a philosopher who seeks the absolute nature of reason with an intellect that is at peace with eternity. Baruch Spinoza. When Baruch Spinoza was born into a Jewish family in Amsterdam in 1632, he brought with him the first hints of his reckoning with the world. His family was Sephardic Jews who immigrated from Portugal to the Netherlands under pressure from the Inquisition. His father was a man of trade. His family was religiously orthodox, but living in Amsterdam, Europe's freest port at the time, meant an unfettered circulation of ideas. This environment was perfect for Spinoza's mental curiosity to be aroused. Spinoza began religious school at an early age. Here he learned not only the Torah and the Talmud, but also Aristotelian metaphysics, the Jewish mysticism of Kabbalah, and even the thoughts of philosophers such as Philo and Maimonides, who were influential in the Middle Ages. However, what set him apart from others was not that he memorized what he had learned, but that he questioned it. He transformed the question, "What is the nature of God?" from a rhetorical form into an ontological question. Because of these inquiries, he began to attract the attention of the congregation, even before he could openly express his opinions. Rumour has it that Spinoza was known to read Descartes in secret, and even exchanged ideas with radical Christian commentators of the time. As a result, in 1656, at the age of 24, he was excommunicated by the Jewish community. This opened the door not only to religious separation, but also to economic and social exclusion. Now, even those who traded, greeted, and walked down the same street with Spinoza faced the fear of being cursed by the congregation. But Spinoza saw this exclusion not as a tragedy, but as an opportunity. From that moment on, he devoted his life to philosophy. He improved his Latin, studied Descartes in depth, read the Stoics, and became acquainted with ancient texts. From that moment on, he devoted his life to philosophy. He improved his Latin, studied Descartes in depth, read the Stoics, and became acquainted with ancient texts. This lens issue is a blessing in disguise for the metaphor of Spinoza. He spent his days polishing the lens stones, and at night he questioned the structure of the universe through the infinite lens of the mind. The basis of Spinoza's philosophy is the redefinition of the relations between God, nature, and man. His formulation of God or nature, Deus sive natura, was not only a metaphysical revolution, but also a political, ethical, and psychological revolution. He did not think of God as a creator, but as creation itself. This was a direct challenge to the classical theistic conception of God. In the Abrahamic traditions, God was a personal, decision-making, wrathful figure. Spinoza's God, on the other hand, was emotionless. He didn't love, he didn't get angry, he didn't forgive. He just had. The fact that he wrote his work, Etica, in a geometric form was a reflection of this understanding. Just like in Euclidean geometry, it proceeds through a series of definitions, axioms, and inferences. God's necessity is the basis of this logical structure. According to him, every particle of the universe moves with a necessary chain of cause and effect, which brings us to Spinoza's most controversial area, free will. Spinoza says that free will is an illusion. It sounds like we choose our actions, but it's the knock-on effect of previous reasons that determines those choices without us noticing. However, this determinism should not be confused with fatalism. According to Spinoza, man can only learn not to be affected by causes if he understands them. To give an example, if you understand where jealousy comes from, instead of holding a third party responsible for it, we begin to question the internal dynamics of this emotion. This, in turn, frees us from emotional slavery. According to Spinoza, man is a part of nature. Like nature, we are subject to the laws of necessity. But thanks to our intellect, we can take a step towards freedom in this necessity. Spinoza proposes to understand our emotions, to comprehend their nature, and to build a life in harmony with reason. According to him, virtue is to live under the guidance of reason. Spinoza's life is so simple as to confirm this philosophy. After being excommunicated, he turned down proposals from wealthy circles. He did not work in any academic institution. He did not engage in any political wrestling. He made a living by polishing lenses. He refused the salaried seats offered to him so as not to compromise the independence of his ideas. This attitude was a concrete manifestation of Spinoza's conception of practical virtue. And perhaps because of this, his ideas remained taboo for centuries. Spinoza's name was included in the list of banned books in various parts of Europe. In some places, even publishing his works was equated with the crime of apostasy, but ideas sometimes spread better through the lens, and Spinoza's ideas have influenced Kant, Hegel, Nietzsche, and even modern neuroscience. We were here for those who are not afraid to understand themselves, who are not afraid to think about themselves. This is World Peace TV, Bookworm. This journey of thought, which we started with Spinoza, will progress in the next chapter to discussions about the geometric image of God. Those who want to understand the world, keep your mind sharp.